Every small town has its ghosts. Some wear the faces of people who left. The rest wear the faces of those who came back.
Created by Hendrik. Sound design by Ethan. Brought to you by Baird Media. This is Blood in the Dust, The Wolverfontein Murder, Part 2, The Man Who Watched.
It was the Tuesday after we found the rifle. I was due in court that morning for another case, but I never made it because one came back. Was ready to go to the station when the dispatcher's voice redirected me.
Sector 4, we have movement at Wolverfontein. Male, on foot.
Sekoko Lechana, the youngest of the seasonal workers, supposedly went looking for other work in the next town. Found along the boundary fence of Wolverfontein just after 0600 hours. Dirty, barefoot, with nothing but a torn plastic bag and a limp. When I got there, he was already in the back of the patrol van, arms folded, not saying a word, eyes dark, couldn't look me in the eye, just stared through the metal mesh, like he saw something out there that I couldn't. I asked why he was here. He shrugged. I was hungry. Took a while to get anything out of him. Didn't ask about the Retief. Didn't mention the others. Said he worked at Wolverfontein one season and then left. But Magda Retief remembered him. That one, she said. The one with the limp. That was the quiet one. He just watched. Didn't say much. He always watched us. Watched everything, even when he wasn't working. She said she'd see him sometimes near the cattle gate at dusk, not doing anything, not smoking, not even shifting his weight, just standing there, just watching the house, like a scarecrow that forgot to go home. Said it made her skin crawl. Like he could see straight through the walls. He's the kind of silence that wears a face, the kind you only recognize later, when it's too late. Some men talk too much, others say nothing at all. And then there's his kind, the kind that watches until the story catches up to them, the kind that takes in everything. I asked where he was on the 13th. He said he was in the next town, visiting his aunt. Couldn't give a surname, didn't know the street. Said he left when she kicked him out because she didn't like his drinking. Slept in the veld, walked back. Something stank. I pushed him harder. Said he hadn't seen Tabiso, the gardener, in weeks. I told the constable to take him away. I'd follow soon enough. First, took a walk. Thought about that sack in the septic tank. The drill in the study. Standing by the pump, I saw something odd. A piece of fabric wedged into a wire hook on the fence. Pink and white stripes. A memory of a towel. Still faintly smelling of steam and blood and lavender. Magda's towel. from the bathroom, from that night. Where did the rest of it go? Like breadcrumbs left by someone who'd never needed to clean up after themselves before. You start lining up the pieces, and eventually the picture fights back. By midday, Sekoko was booked, held for questioning. Tomorrow, I'd bring in Thabiso. But that night, I went home, if you can call it that. The house doesn't greet me anymore. No voices, no footsteps. The dogs are gone, the garden's dead. Only the kettle remembers to sing. Just shadows and the echo of what used to be. Cold cottage pie. 3rd night in a row. Some church tunny from up the road. Still drops her food every week, like I'll thank her for it one day. I don't. But I don't throw it away either. The routine's the only thing that still tastes like something. I used to tell myself it was just to wind down. Then one tot became 2, then the glass got bigger, enough for doubles, triples. No, I don't count. I just wait for the heat to hit. That slow burn under the skin. Like bleach on something you can't quite scrub clean. Lena would have hated this. Cold food, warm whiskey, no prayer. She said I brought the job home. How could I not? It clung to my soul like an octopus. I found a note once, folded behind a photo of our daughter in her school uniform. All it said was, "Gideon, come back when the badge isn't bigger than your heart." Never figured out how to do that. My son turned 22 last month. I only remembered the day after. Didn't call, didn't message, didn't know what I'd say. So I sit, eat what's left, drink what numbs, and wait for the silence to consume my consciousness. Next morning, Thabiso was brought in. Sat him across from Sekoko. No words, just that loud quiet. The kind that soaks into your teeth, like it wants to grind your jaw to powder. They didn't look at each other, not at first. Sekoko kept his eyes low. Thabiso stared at the opposite wall like he was reading something only he could see. Their shoulders told a different story. Both of them tight, both of them waiting. Silence screaming inside the room, thicker than the concrete around us. Massive storm about to come down outside. Felt like the air was being sucked up, forcing the storm to come crushing down. A moment that seemed to last forever. I didn't rush it. Sometimes truth needs to crawl its way out. Sometimes guilt needs an audience. Then Sukoko turned to me, looked me dead in the eye. He was the one with the rifle, he said. I waited by the barn. That was the first crack. But confessions in a storm don't always bring clarity. Sometimes they just shift the weight. Outside, the sky split open. But inside, the real storm hadn't even begun. It was still waiting. Wow, tight. Sooner or later, it would uncoil. Because somewhere out there, someone was watching.
You've been listening to Blood in the Dust, The Wolverfontein Murder, an audio drama podcast in 6 parts. It was written and performed by Hendrik Baird. The sound was designed by Ethan Baird. It was recorded at Solid Gold Podcast and Audiobooks. This is a Baird Media production. For more information, visit the website baird.media.